Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. All right, y'all. So far, so good. Listen, can we just talk? I got some things I want to get off my chest. I'm hungry, too. I got to get something to eat after I do this video. Okay, so listen. Kyle and Dorit are going back and forth. I'm not going to lie. Dorit is wearing Kyle out. Hey! Kara, when I tell you Dorit had Kyle by that ponytail that was in her head, and I tell you Dorit would not let Kyle's ponytail go, girl, until she had a ponytail like this. Girl. And I was like, ooh, Dorit, let her go. Dorit, let her go. Let her go. And then Kyle this is not funny. Kyle pulled out the heavy hitters and she said, my BFF died. I said, whoa. And I'm separated. Give me a effing break. I said, oh girl, she done brought the deceased friend into the argument. I mean, what can you say after somebody brings up their deceased loved one? You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of like walk back. You kind of gotta like take your foot off the gas just a little bit, right? They start going back to situations that happened. It's no shade, girl. The first thing I thought about, because they started going back, giving examples of, well, I could have said this when you said this. There was one example that Dorit gave where she could have been upset when Kyle made a joke about a party that she threw. I think it was something about like a Paris theme. And I was like, girl, they going back so far, girl. They faces don't even look the same no more. Hello, that's how far they went back. They had different faces, pretty much. And then you saw Sutton say, we're going back that far. She was talking to Erica, and then Erica said years ago. Oh yeah. You're like, they were going back. But I guess, I mean, if we're having this discussion and we're trying to get to the bottom of it, then you may have to go back years to when it started. But I think that Dorit was just trying to give her examples of, girl, you're mad about certain stuff. And the thing is, this is what we also have to realize too, in friendships, relationships, period, that things that you might not care about, it doesn't mean that other people won't care about it. So you can make a joke about something that I'm doing, and I may not care, right? But then if I make a joke about something you're doing, then you might care. And that doesn't mean that just because I don't care, that means that you shouldn't care, right? But I still stand with Dorit, that girl. If we're gonna go down this road of things that I said, things that you said, then girl, I could talk about the things that you said that I let slide, right? Did you get mad at Erica when you said on Watch What Happens Live she hopes you get eviscerated at the reunion? Let me tell y'all something. Erica low-key should be wrapping Dorit up too. See, I don't care what nobody say. Because if you are in an argument with her, you don't have to bring me into your argument to try to drive the point home. Because at this point, what's going to happen is now I'm getting involved in your mess, right? I think Erica is trying to play, was it Switzerland, right? Is that what she called herself on Real Housewives of New Jersey? Black Dolores? She's trying to play neutral, even though Erica does say little. You catch stuff that Erica be saying? We'll talk about it. Erica does say little comments here and there, but I also feel like it's for both of them. The same way she backed up Dorit. I ain't gonna say she backed up Dorit, but when Dorit showed her the clip of, I guess, the what Kyle was mad about at Watch What Happens, I think BravoCon, Erica's response was, oh girl, I thought it was something bigger than that, or like I thought it was something different. Basically, like, in a nutshell, basically saying, girl, that's what she mad about, right? Now, um, with I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. Um, yeah. So, anyways, so I just feel like Dorit keeps bringing in Erica, and at some point, if I was Erica, I would tell Dorit, girl, stop bringing me into your mess. Stop mentioning my name, because this is probably the second or third time where you've brought me into the argument to try to prove a point. Where Erica said, "Well, what if Erica did?" Well, you want to be mad at Erica? Sutton speaks up. Now, this is where we're about to get to. This is where we're about to get into a little tussle. I saw so many people last week dragging Garcel because Garcel hopped into the conversation that was being had at the dinner table. It's strange to me because as many times as we've watched Housewives from Atlanta, Potomac, Salt Lake City, New Jersey, Beverly Hills, Orange County, whatever franchise you watch, if you watch all of them, some of the most iconic scenes have been in group settings at dinner tables. We just watched Potomac, probably what 3 weeks ago, and most of the episode was shot at a table. We watched, I think last week or the week before last, on Salt Lake City at Mary's house. The last 20-25 minutes of the episode was shot at a table. I think it's weird that people want these discussions to happen in group settings, but think that everybody's not going to join in. Tell me a time where they've had group settings where people did not join in on the conversation. So for people to be dragging Garcel because she joined in on a conversation that was being held in front of the group when this happens all the time, girl, is absolutely weird. Especially being that Sutton joined in on the conversation first. I posted something on Twitter. Some people were like, that's not the right take. Sutton was actually trying to calm the situation down. She was trying to, no. When Sutton first joined the conversation, she actually said that Kyle does ice people out. I've experienced that. Trying to diffuse the situation, trying to change the course of a conversation is not joining in on the conversation and taking a side, because that's initially what Sutton did. She did take Dorit's side. And if Kyle would have said, you shut the fuck up, Sutton, right? Because Sutton trying to diffuse the situation or trying to basically see both sides would have been her saying, listen, I did not know you were this upset, Dorit. This is the angriest I've ever seen you. Kyle, I didn't know it was this deep for you. Maybe because y'all have this sisterhood of 8 years, you can come to a common ground and try to understand each other. Maybe y'all should continue this conversation tomorrow over coffee. That would be trying to calm the situation down. Sutton coming into the situation saying, girl, yeah, I've experienced it too. She cut me off too. Girl, you get angry. No, girl, you get really angry. You get really bothered when people are upset at you. That's what Sutton said. That's what Sutton said. That's what happened. That's literally what happened in that scene. Then Garcel also agreed that Dorit does not apologize. So the only difference is that when Sutton started out, she agreed with Dorit, and then she tried to say, oh, basically y'all are sisters. I'm paraphrasing. Garcel, on the other hand, agreed with Kyle, and that was the end of it. But to make it seem as though, in my comment on Twitter, to make it seem as though Sutton just tried to bring the girls together, no, she didn't. Sutton threw a little dagger in there too. That's what happened. I think it's weird that now all of a sudden these women are supposed to sit at the table and not join in on a conversation that's being held in front of everybody. It's happened plenty of times. Kenya did it plenty of times when Cynthia couldn't get out the tea and she was like, girl, you sleeping with Mr. Chocolate. It happens all the time on these housewife shows. Whether the person likes the person or not, people join in on the conversations. Like, I just feel like this is where we start to move the line when it comes to certain housewives. Because we've seen this play out time and time and time and time and time again. We will literally get down here every week and talk about Salt Lake City and how these girls are working and how they're at the dinner table and how everybody's girl getting a piece of the camera time and how, girl, this is the best franchise of this year. But then when we get to Beverly Hills, it's, oh, Garcel, you need to shut the fuck up. Why are you joining in on the conversation? This ain't got nothing to do with you. Well, girl, if that's the case, they should have just had the conversation in the room by themselves. The line is moving. I would rather y'all just say y'all don't like Garcel because she's a black bitch who you can't stand. Because that's what some of y'all really want to say. Can we just have some real talk? Shout out to Andrew Gabor. Girl, can we just have some real talk? I'd rather y'all just say y'all don't like the nigga and just get it over with. But to move the line and to change the rules of the game, when we see this play out time and time and time again on Housewives, where these group settings happen and everybody joins in on the conversation, but now all of a sudden, Garcel shouldn't be able to say anything because her and Dorit don't like each other. When has that ever been part of the rules? Where you can't say something to somebody because they don't like you? When has that ever been a part of the rule? Tell me, give me examples of when the girls did not say something to somebody who they didn't like. Because Kenya gonna say something, Nene gonna say something, girl, Candy gonna say something to somebody. Like, it happens all the time. And now all of a sudden they're not supposed to do it? Oh, Garcelle not supposed to do it. Okay. I thought it was funny when they finished arguing. Girl, when Kathy and Dorit picked up their glasses to drink at the same time, I screamed. When Erica had her head in her hands like this, girl, you had Sutton over there talking about. Then you had, girl, then you had Bose. Is it Bose or Boz? Bose. You had Bose just taking her drink back to the head. It was a mess. Okay. The boat. The next day, they go out on a boat. The boat is absolutely gorgeous. And the only thing I could think about was when we were watching The Real Housewives of Potomac a few weeks ago when they were in, where did they go? North Carolina. And Mia was hosting the trip, I guess. It was Wendy's birthday, whatever. And they had those girls down to that water on some floaties. You had Big Cat. You had Big Cat over here renting a yacht just for a few hours. Just for a few hours. Big Cat done rented this yacht. Yes. For the girls who don't know who Big Cat is Kathy Hilton. We call her Big Cat over here. You know what I'm saying? Big Cat rented this yacht. And then you had the girls on the other side of town, girls sitting on the lake in some fucking floaties. Kathy is bossy. She telling the chef how to cook. Girl, she rearranging the flowers. When Kathy said those flowers look like 2 eyeballs, girl, she said it need 5. Girl, it was a pink flower arrangement, and it had 2 white flowers. I believe it was 2 white flowers in the middle, and she said it looked like 2 eyeballs. This needs at least 5. I said, girl, how you come? Girl, this ain't even your boat. Now you renting it, but this ain't your boat, girl. Was that Kathy's boat? Maybe it was her boat. I think she probably rented it though. I'm not sure, child. It was Kathy's trip, so I just assumed that she probably rented the boat. But that's the type of stuff I be wanting to see. I be wanting to see stuff like that. Girl, that was a nice boat. It was. Um, Sutton brings up Kyle and Dorit and how they're doing after the argument the night before. Um, Kyle basically says that they have more important shit to be worried about instead of arguing, fussing, and fighting, right? Girl, we both going through something. We're both, both going through separations, possibly divorces, right? And we sitting here arguing about X, Y, and Z. But girl, you saying that, Kyle, because you losing the argument. Girl, that's why you said it. Because you losing, mama. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. We objective over here. We fair. Over here, we're fair. Okay. When I tell you Sutton and Garcel are full of shit, girl, I clocked exactly what they asses was doing. Okay. So I said, hold up. When I saw Garcel and Kyle go have a conversation, and then when I saw Dorit and Sutton go have a conversation, I said, oh, girl, they breaking the girls up to get the tea so they can come back later on and exchange notes. Okay? Because let's just call a thing a thing. Sutton don't give a shit about Dorit. Because if you did, you would have reached out to Dorit when the news broke that her and PK were getting a divorce. Because I believe that Dorit said, I think she said it in the after show, that nobody reached out when the news broke. But now you're sitting on TV in front of our face trying to act as if you care and you're gonna be there to support Dorit. Girl, bullshit. Bullshit. Now, it might be a little bit more genuine with Garcel and Kyle, right? Because Garcel likes Kyle, and I'm assuming Kyle likes Garcel, right? But it still doesn't take away that I felt like they're doing this at the end of the day, girl, they're going to exchange notes. Well, girl, what she say? Girl, what she say? Girl, this is what she said, girl. This is what she said, girl. I said, oh, girl, I see, girl. We see each other. Okay? Anyways, but Sutton definitely, girl. I said, Sutton, girl, you don't give a fuck about no goddamn door read. You don't. Um, One of the conversations that they had on the boat was Garcelle struggling. Basically, her, her kids are about to leave. They're getting older. They're probably about to graduate. Probably this year. I don't know. And so now it's going to be back. She's going to be at the house by herself. So what does her life look like after basically her kids are gone? Kyle speaks about thinking that, her life was going to be her and Mo, basically, traveling the world. And that was going to be the person she died with or died, y'all let them shut up. Bose. I'm going to learn how to pronounce. I think it's Bose. Yeah. Boz. Is it Bose? I think it's Bose. No, it's not Bose. Bose. I think it's Bose. I think it's Bose. Yes. I think it's Bose. Like the speaker, right? Anyways, that's my girl. We gonna learn her name though. Bose has a man. He black. Her first her husband was white. Her boyfriend is black. Girl, I did go look at his Instagram. I went and looked at his Instagram page. Girl, he is kind of fine. He's like a mature man, right? He gives me probably like late 40s, probably late 40s, somewhere between 45, 40, like 45, 50. He nice looking to me. Workout, nice little body. I said, oh, I said, oh, okay. She said that he's successful, he's generous, and she said he fine as hell. He is kind of fine. Older man fine, mature man fine. You know what I'm saying? She talks about how she dated a liar, a con artist before. She also talks about how maybe sometimes her being successful could be an intimidation for some men. Maybe her having a daughter, she doesn't know. Jennifer Tilly talked about how she dated the bus driver. I said, ooh, girl. Jennifer said, girl, she dated a nigga, and I'm assuming he was a white man. I don't know. But she said she dated a man, and she said she would have to slide her credit card underneath the table sometimes to pay for dinner. I said, oh, girl. Girl, the only thing is, can I say something? Even, even if, let me say something about the passing somebody your credit card. Even if you want the waiter to think that you're paying for the food, girl, whose name is on the credit card? Because there have been plenty of times where I've been out to eat, and when they hand me my credit card back, they'll say, "Thank you, Mr. Mitchell." They're looking at the name on the credit card. So, girl, if they come back, maybe they think that's your husband, right? And they come back and they say, "Okay, thank you, Mr. Tilly." Oh, thank you. Does that make sense what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the waiters are looking at the credit card name. They are. Maybe not all the time, but I've definitely had people come back and say, "Thank you, Mr. So and so." So you giving him your credit card, it still doesn't change the fact that that's on the credit card. It says Jennifer Tilly, or Keisha Jones, or or Amber Williams, whatever. Anyways, girl, just girl, I guess just keep sliding, girl, keep sliding y'all man y'all credit cards, honey. Make him feel like a man, honey. Um, Sutton likes the captain of the boat. She says that she gave him his number. She gave I think anyway, he got Sutton's number. She said that she wouldn't mind. She wouldn't she would most certainly let him park his ship in her harbor. I said, I want you to pack. I want you to. I can't even get it out. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. I said, yes. So I said, girl, park your ship in this harbor, baby. Kathy, girl, laying in the bed. She want Kyle to put some lipstick on her. I said, you could tell that Kathy lived. I don't know. I don't think her entire life, but you could tell at one point in her life she was really like taken care of. She had like a staff. Girl, like for you to just be sitting in bed like, Kyle, can you put some makeup on me, please? Girl, no. Girl, I gotta get myself together. Girl, like what? Kyle went over there and put lipstick on and everything. Anyways. Kyle, no. Oh, they're at dinner. They're back at the hotel, they're at dinner now. Are you in love? That's what Kathy asked Garcel. And then Sutton says she has no man. And then Kathy said, you have to act helpless like she does. She was talking about Sutton because a few hours before Sutton, they had the captain pick Sutton up and walk her down to the landing, to the dock. Garcel. This is the thing, right? From what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong. Dorit started this beef with Garcel. I remember, I think it was at Lisa Rinna's party that she had in somebody's backyard when she was coming out with lipstick or something. And I did feel like Garcel was kind of just like coasting by, like, and then when Dorit kind of started with Garcel, I was like, get a Dorit. But it still don't take away from what I remember. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. That Dorit started this whole beef between her and Garcel. So Garcel is on some, like I said the other night, girl. When we have beef, we're gonna have beef forever. But Garcel, girl, if you're gonna try and stick it to Dorit, you're gonna have to be right in what you do. Now, maybe it's not even no maybe to it, girl. You're gonna have to just be right in what you do because you was wrong, girl. So, long story short, Dorit reposted a video. I may have it wrong, but Dorit reposted a video of Teddy's father. I think they were all on stage at Teddy's father's concert or something like that. And I guess when Teddy posted the video, she tagged everybody. That's what, girl, a lot of times when you are in like a video with somebody, if you know everybody's paid, you know what I'm saying? You'll just tag, even if you might not be friends with the person, But like, you know, like you might take a video with people and you're like, oh, and you tag the people all in the picture, like, boom, 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 boom. Oh, this is your page. Okay, let me tag you. Long story short, I'm going too deep into it. Teddy posted the video. She tagged people. Clearly, she tagged Dorit, and then Dorit reposted the video. Garcel brings up basically, you said that you and Teddy were not friends. She's basically trying to say Dorit is fake and not consistent. You're saying that you and Dorit are not, you and Teddy are not friends. So why are you reposting what she posted? Girl, that don't mean shit, Garcel. But the gag is Kyle and what's her name? Erica Jane both agreed with Garcel that basically she did. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Dorit said that, girl, I never said that we wasn't friends. Like, I just said that we wasn't close. But we're friends, though. We're just not close friends. That makes sense to me. You can be friends with somebody and not be close friends with them. I have people who I consider my friend, but we're not close. But I would still say, girl, that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? So I got what Dorit was saying. They were trying to say that Dorit didn't say that. Dorit was just, they were trying to say that Dorit said that maybe she wasn't friends with Teddy. And they played the clip. And of course, Dorit was right. Well, not of course, but Dorit was right. She did say that we're not close, girl. But she's my friend, but we're not close. But they were trying to clock, and I'm like, girl, y'all can't even clock Dorit because now Dorit is right. And so now, Garcel, you look dumb, right? And then Erica Jane and Kyle, y'all look dumb because Dorit didn't say that. She said what she said. What she said was right. She was like, I don't remember. I remember saying this. And the next day, they still tried to trip her up. And she was like, listen, I don't remember saying that. I thought I said this. And I'm like, well, Dorit is still right. Anyways, so Sutton gets up and gives a speech about the girls and being in a sisterhood. Basically, we're a sisterhood, and basically, we're gonna get through this. Girl, when she said this comes from my heart, and then Bose said, if it comes from the heart, but you can't, it comes from the heart, but you can't remember what you wrote. I mean, if it comes from the heart, but you can't remember, girl, okay. So the next day they're leaving, and girl, it was so funny. Anyways, so Sutton calls out Erica Jane. Basically, she's saying to Erica Jane, you fake. Because you're doing a whole bunch of whispering under your breath, right? Because quiet as it's kept, she did the night before. When they started talking about the text messages between Dorit and Kyle, she whispered to what's her face, Bose, and was like, "Girl, keep your messages. Don't erase nothing." Right? And so now I saw you last night whispering again. And so Sutton calls out Erica and basically says, you're whispering and you're not saying the shit out loud. In a way, again, I think she was basically saying, Erica Jane, you fake. Girl, if you got something to say, then girl, say it. But don't whisper underneath your breath, right? And then this is the thing. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. Dorit has been right. Girl, for the first time in a long time. Okay? I have to agree with Dorit. Sutton raised her voice first. She did. Now, was she necessarily yelling? No, but her voice did elevate. And once her voice went up, Dorit's voice went up. Now, there was a difference because, again, I wouldn't necessarily say that Sutton was yelling. She wasn't, but her voice did go up. Okay? So when her voice went up, Dorit's voice went up, but Dorit started yelling. But it doesn't take away from what I feel is the fact. Okay, I can't say it's a fact if I feel it. What I feel is the reason why Dorit went here is because Sutton went here, because this is how it started. Boom, 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 boom. And then Dorit went boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So your voice started going up. So bitch, my voice started going up too. So then they started going back and forth about who was yelling at who. Sutton, you did kind of like raise your voice. Were you technically yelling? I mean, not necessarily, I guess, but your voice did go up. Just because you speak louder, that may not necessarily be considered like somebody yelling, right? But it doesn't take away from in this moment, we're going back and forth, right? Your voice goes up. So Dorit started yelling. But Dorit just didn't start yelling just because. You get what I'm trying to say? She started yelling because, girl, she saw where you were going with your voice. So, girl, if you want to go there, then, girl, we're gonna go all the way there. I was with Dorit on that one. Shout out to Dorit. Dorit is having a good season, so I'm gonna have to give it to girl. I'm gonna have to give it to Big Dodo, girl. We're gonna start calling Dorit Big Dot. Girl, what's Dorit new name? We got Big Cat. We're gonna call Dorit Dee Dee. She giving us Big Dee Dee vibes. Yeah, we're gonna call Dorit. We're gonna call her because Big Dodo is not no compliment. That sounds like you call somebody like dumb. What we gonna call Dorit? We're gonna call Dorit Big Dee Dee. We're gonna call Dorit either Big Dee Dee or Dee Dee. Dee Dee wearing the girls out low key. Bitch, so they was about to get on a private jet. That's another thing too, girl. Hello. Girl, they rolled her on the bus. But girl, when it was time to go home, Captain said, "Girl, it's time to go home. Girl, we're not doing that bus shit. We did that here so we could get some footage for the trip. But going home, bitch, it's time to go home, girl. We're gonna get this private jet. It's gonna take us about 20 minutes to get home, right? Because I don't think that we're too far. It's gonna take us 20 minutes to get home, and we'll be good to go. That's the type of shit I be wanting, girl. Yes, girl, ain't that lovely, girl? It took us 2.5 hours to get here. Maybe it's gonna take about 20 minutes to get home. Girl, let's just go. Girl, I gotta get home. Girl, when I tell you Sutton, girl, punked, girl, Dorit, girl, I'm gonna have to say, girl, you not Big Dee Dee. Girl, I'm saying we're not gonna give her Big Dee Dee quite yet. Because, girl, you let something punk you, girl. Girl, with Sutton. So they were still going back and forth when they got to the private jet. And Sutton told Dorit to basically like go, like get off, like basically they were getting off the bus to get onto the plane, and Sutton was like, go. And Dorit looked, and then she just got off the bus. I said, bitch, I would have held that whole motherfucking production. And remember on Atlanta when Kenya and Marlo got into it? They went somewhere. And Kenya held up. They were supposed to be, and Kenya held up the whole goddamn day for like 4. Girl, I think that they said in that goddamn the driveway for like 3 or 4 hours. Do y'all remember that episode? Marlo and Kenya got into it. And Kenya basically was pulling Marlo's car to let her know, girl, I run this whole shit. You don't run shit. You just got your peach, right? Girl, I said, girl, if I was Dorit, bitch, I would have held that whole motherfucking plane up. Girl, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Girl, ain't nobody going nowhere. Because I just sit here. Oh, we can both be ignorant. Okay? Oh, we could be ignorant. I don't know who you think you better watch how you talk. Girl, Dorit, you let Sutton punk you. You were supposed to sit there right beside Sutton. Girl, Dorit got her shit and got off the bus. I said, oh, girl. Sutton got your ass right on together. Girl, not me. Girl, couldn't have been me. Anyways, girl, that was it. I think that's all I got to talk. That's all I got to say. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I gotta give me something to eat, girl. All I had was some coffee today. That is it. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. And a ham. God, that's a lot. I had some coffee and a ham and cheese croissant. That's what I had. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.